Hello my lovelies, welcome back to this perfume channel. Today's video is all about the 9 top fragrances for women, and I'm going to look at the top designer fragrance brands, and I'm going to tell you about the top offering from each of them, so that when you're going to a store you can just go to that fragrance and smell it and decide if you like it or not, because I know fragrance shopping can be so overwhelming. With some fragrances, I will tell you what my personal top favorite is from the brand, but also will tell you that sometimes maybe for most of you, for general taste, maybe some other fragrance will be the best, just so that you have the full information. The first top brand, let's start with Chanel. Let's start big, and for me, my personal favorite is Chanel Chance au Tendre. This is for a couple of reasons. This is for the versatility of this fragrance. It can be worn to a date, it can be worn every single day, it can be worn in the summer, in the winter. It is just such an easygoing fragrance. Whenever I have sometimes like a fragrance block and I've just had enough of fragrances and I'm like, oh my gosh, I just want something light, bright, and not so, intense, because my nose sometimes gets tired with all of these fragrances, then I will go for something like this. So this is even for somebody who doesn't love strong fragrances, this will be amazing, but for somebody who loves gourmands, this will also be amazing. And the second point is that this gets amazing public reactions. It will get compliments from literally everybody. My husband also absolutely loves this fragrance, and most men do. I have also a men's fragrance channel, and when I ask them to vote, this is always like their top sexiest fragrance for women. Also, we have guests coming onto this channel and I show them this fragrance, so you can go and check out those videos as well. But they always react amazingly to this fragrance, so this is a safe bet. It's just an all-round classy floral, but this smells just innocent, beautiful, like your scent, but better. It's not overtly perfumed. It just smells like perfect, softened, moisturized skin covered in rose petals. This is what I say. It's absolutely stunning. So I would say this is the top fragrance for me. And I would say overall the best-selling Chanel perfume for women, it is Coco Mademoiselle. And I love that one as well. I just find that this one is a bit less popular. It's not like hidden, nobody knows about it, but it's a bit less popular, and I think a lot of people don't like patchouli, and they just sometimes might be off-put by it, and this one they won't have that problem. So I think overall this is the best fragrance. Next up, let's go to Lancome, and just for the information, I didn't take into account the exclusive lines from the brands, just to make it a bit easier, because each brand has got the standard line and then the exclusive niche line. So for Lancome, my personal favorite, it is a newer fragrance though. It is La Vie est Belle Elixir, or L'Elixir. This fragrance really surprised me. I have been recommending it to a lot of people. This is such a unique take on La Vie est Belle. It's got the joyous sweetness that we all love from La Vie est Belle, the original, but also this Palm Violet scent that is woody, that gives this fragrance a bit more refinement. It's less sweet, more everyday, a bit. Violet is often used in like leather violet niche scents, so this is going a little bit more into that niche sphere for me. So if you are on a hunt for something that is not just a sweet sugary bomb that most designers give us, then I would say Lancome, the new L'Elixir, just check it out. But I will say that most people, and I also love this fragrance, and I would recommend it a bit more overall to like the public, if you know what I mean, the taste that is the masses. I would say most people will love La Nuit Trésor. That fragrance fragrance is just a powerful, sweet bomb. I love my gourmands. If you love them too, you'll absolutely find this fragrance amazing. It is strawberry, it's lychee, it's roses, it's patchouli, it's incensey, it's vanilla. It is just really sweet, but also powerful experience. It's a bit moody. It's a bit like, hey, let's go out, let's do something, let's have a crazy adventure together. It is also, I find that it's like tutti frutti sort of a fragrance, but also a bit darker, a bit more grown up, a bit more done like with a heel. I love that one. It's long lasting, so check out that one as well. They've just come out with a new version of that as well. I think it's called just Le Parfum, but the original, it's still got my heart. Next up, let's go to Armani, and I love their C line, but in particular the C Intense. It is my favorite from the line. It is sweet, but also very ambery and warm, especially in the dry down. I have got the original C and I've got this one, and I much prefer the dry down of this. It's just such a warming, beautiful sensation. You've got this amazing black currant, a bit of that black currant leaf, that bitterness in there. It's an absolutely wonderful fragrance for every day. Just grab and go, it'll smell amazing, beautiful. Next up, let's go to Tom Ford, and with this one I made an exception because I went to their exclusive line, just because I feel like that's what I have to do with this one, because I just couldn't remember of a fragrance from Tom Ford from the normal line that I'm head over heels for, so I just have to borrow from the exclusive line. And for this one, unmistakably Woodward. This fragrance, this is our second bottle, and it's rare that we run out of a fragrance and have to rebuy it, but this fragrance, it is spectacular. It is just so good. It's dry, woody, it's simple but powerful. It's so compliment getting. It's crazy how many compliments this gets. I wear it, my husband also wears it. It's just a signature worthy scent. It's so good. It smells so androgynous and badass to me. I love that it doesn't try to be girly or sweet. It's just a dry, woody scent, but there's something so sexy about the scent, so compliment getting. So try this on your skin, not on a scent strip, because that is where it just warms up on your skin and just smells so good. Next up, let's go to Dior, and let's start with my personal favorite from the brand. It is Poison, Eau de Toilette. This fragrance has started it all for me, has started my fragrance obsession. I always tell you, go and just check it out. This fragrance on the skin, it dances, it moves, it's there, but then you can't smell it, then you get whiffs of it. It is such a gorgeous experience. It's sexy, it's vampy, it's minty, it's smoky, it's vanillic as well. This has got this amazing like play-doh-y vanilla that I absolutely adore. Such a good fragrance, but not everybody will like this. For example, my husband sometimes likes it on me, sometimes not. So I think a safer version of this fragrance that we've tested again and again and everybody loves, pretty much, it's Poison Girl Eau de Toilette. For some reason, I do prefer Eau de Toilettes from across the line. Eau de Parfums are quite different. So check out the Eau de Toilette. It's still strong. It's very strong, and I find that the Eau de Toilettes project a little bit more. This is a licorice, sweet, but also kind of bad, girly, romantic scent. Absolutely addictive, so good. I love them both, but if I had to choose, this one would win. So for Dolce & Gabbana, my favorite fragrance, like all-time favorite, would be Dolce & Gabbana PERFUME. That fragrance has gone through reformulations, but I still love it. I think it's such a just gourmand dream fragrance. I don't hear people talk about it often enough. I think it's just such a wonderful, classy fragrance. It's marshmallows, it's neroli, it's a bit like cherry-like even. It's a fragrance that I absolutely love. If you love fragrances, for example, if you like a Rouge Smoking from BDK, or if you like your fragrances that have got that that marshmallowy, just intriguing, vanilla-ish, a bit cherry almondiness in it. I think this fragrance is a perfect fragrance. It's done so well, and I just don't know why it goes under the radar, but it's absolutely phenomenal. And another fragrance, a newer release, it's Devotion, the intense version, and that one is really cool, but I don't know if I could put it so high on this recommendation list, like the best, just because it reminds me a lot of Lira from Xerjoff, and I've got Lira in my collection, and you know, I wouldn't get that one instead of Devotion. So I think a lot of people, a lot of you will absolutely love Dolce Gabbana PERFUME, and not so many people wear it. So if you want something a bit more unique, but from a designer, go and like hide this, like don't tell your friends what you're wearing, keep that a secret, okay? Because we don't want it to become too popular. Next one, let's go to Prada. My personal favorite from Prada is Infusion d'Iris, and that one, to me, it's a woody irisy scent. It's the first irisy scent that I fell in love with. It's fresh, it's bright, it's citrusy, it could be a niche fragrance. It's absolutely just chef's kiss. It doesn't smell very designer either. Like it's just something that when I was testing a lot of fragrances years ago, like at the beginning of my fragrance journey, I thought, oh my gosh, this is such a breath of fresh air. It is just not cloyingly sweet. It's just a perfect everyday, that clean, soapy, irisy scent that Prada does so good. But I think for everybody, for like crowd-pleasing scent that everybody will love and I adore as well, it's Prada Paradox, the original version. It is just a joyous ambery floral. It's addictive, it's white florals, it's girly, it's fun, it's long-lasting, it's Moorish, just so good. My husband also is obsessed with the scent. Next up, YSL, and for this brand, I just love this fragrance. Like it wasn't really like a thing that I had to think about too long. I love YSL Libre Le Parfum the most. I think this fragrance, it's such a badass fragrance. If I want to feel confident, if I want something that projects crazily, that is strong, this is it. Such a fun one. It's so badass. Women love it, men love it. It's such a fun fragrance, and to me it's the best one out of them all. And if you want, because people sometimes ask me why do I have this fun pattern at the back, you can go to some YSL boutiques, they do it like at Christmas, and you can have the back of your bottles printed with different stuff. This is like a Tokyo pattern, so you can actually bring your bottle. You don't have to buy a new one. You can bring your bottle and have that done. So if you're in a department store, keep a lookout on that, and you can do that to your bottle as well. Next up, it's Burberry, and Burberry, I must admit that for years I was like, I don't know, but they recently, for the last few years, have been coming with such good fragrances. I'm obsessed, and the one that I would say is the best of the line, it's just magical. It's Burberry Goddess. Again, the original, not the intense, the original is where it's at. Just go to a store, spray this on yourself, and ask people around you what they think. They will all love it. This is a fragrance that everybody will love. It's a beautiful lavender floral with a bit of honey in there. Oh my gosh, it's captivating, it's feminine, it's powerful. Oh, this is just a stunning scent. This is a fragrance that when I showed this to my husband for the first time, he's literally like, what is this? You know, like shock, but really good shock. And he's absolutely obsessed with this. And you can see that we tested also on this channel on men, and they all love this scent. There is something about this. So this you can wear for yourself, but also for others. And it's just try Burberry Goddess. You'll thank me later. I'll link all of these fragrances in the description for you. If I can find any discount codes or any deals, I'll I'll just link the best deals I can find for the fragrances in the description for you. Follow me if you want more fragrance recommendations, and also let me know what other fragrances maybe you disagree with this list, what other fragrances you would put on this list of the best from those lines, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.